Hello everybody, in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the Cubicle Premium Gans Air. So this is the same puzzle as before, the Gans Air, except this is the premium version that the Cubicle offers, doing the sticker job, the lubes, the tensioning, all that stuff. So let's go ahead and open this up. So they do include one of the tensioning tools, but they do not include the different springs because they only use the one type of springs for this. And if you were to take this puzzle apart and swap the springs on it, you would basically just essentially be destroying what the Cubicle has done to it to make it a premium cube. So it does not include the different springs with that. Anyway, so tensioning tool, but it's already tensioned because they've already set it up, so I won't need to use that. All right, so let's go ahead and open this thing up. Now I think the Cubicle Air, or sorry, the Gans Air is, much better than the previous version. So I've got the other two here. This is the 356 Cubicle one, and this is the regular Air that is just stock. So I can compare it to those. So right away, I can feel the premium work being done to it. So right away, feeling this thing, I can tell that it's definitely different than the stock version. And I believe they have the white springs in here. Yes, they do. And when I did my comparison of the springs, I didn't prefer the white ones, so I am curious to see how this is going to work for my turning style. So right away, it definitely is very, very stable, just like the Gans Air was. Yeah, very, very controllable. Definitely feels a little bit different than this one. You know what? They're both very good, but yeah, this one is a lot drier feeling than this, but this one has, like, I think 3 different lubricants. They're using a medium Traxxas, they're using Lubicle Silk and Maru lube. So 3 different types of lubes on here. Maybe they're a little secret on how they're doing it, but it definitely feels very, very good. Corner cutting is amazing. Look at that, over 45, not a problem. Wow. So reverse corner cutting, look at that. You can just go like line to the corner of the edge and it still just goes effortlessly. And if you go too far, it just cuts the other way. So again, another one of those puzzles where you're just never going to lock up because it literally can't. It'll cut either way. It doesn't matter which way you go, it'll cut. So corner twisting on this one is, I felt like I may have broke. Yeah, it's not going to happen with this one. This is so good. Like, the design is so good. Yeah, very, very smooth. Extremely smooth, actually. This is one of the smoother Cubicle puzzles I have ever tried for the premium brand. Wow. I can't wait to start solving on this and see what it feels like. So first impressions right away, I am definitely noticing a big improvement over the stock version of it. This is way better setup than the way I did it. So it may have the springs, it may just be the lube job, the tensioning, everything here. I mean, they got a lot of people at the Cubicle. I don't know how many of them experiment with each puzzle and you know, try to set it up before they come up with, okay, this is the way we're going to do it when we release the puzzle. So it may be a lot of people, a lot of experimenting going on. Probably more than I could do myself. So yeah, this is a huge, huge improvement over the stock version for sure. If you're a big fan of the Gans Air, I think you're really going to like this puzzle. Alright guys, so I think what I'm going to do is go and solve this for 2 or 3 days, and then I will come back and let you know what it is, and you guys can watch some solves. Now I'm not going to go through the piece selection because I want to take it apart, and I already did that in my first impressions of the stock version too, so if you haven't seen that, you can check it out on my channel so you can see what the mechanism looks like. I actually think that was one of my better shots I've ever done of mechanism pieces. So anyways guys, I'm going to go and solve, and you guys can watch some of them. I'll be right back. So I have to say, solving on the Gans Air, whether it be premium or the stock version, is definitely refreshing because I was a fan of the very first Gans puzzle that came out, and then after that they started getting more and more round in the centers and things started becoming more unstable. Although very controllable for very fast people, like Felix is what he was using, I just personally didn't really like it. So to see Gans come back with a very stable puzzle, even though it does have that circular center that I'm not a fan of just the way it looks, it's actually awesome to use one again, because the core, like the way the pieces are, it is very unique to a lot of other speed cubes that we see. I mean, you can see that when I did my first impressions and you saw the mechanism. There's nothing really else out there that's like that. And that's what I like about Gans. And the more I use this puzzle, the better the lube is working in, the better times I'm getting, and it's right on par with my main in the Vulc 3. I'll talk about this more in my outro, but yeah, I'm super impressed by it. And I get some really good solves on this thing too. It's funny, you know, the first solve I had was 13 seconds, but when I rewatched it while I was just saying what I'm saying here and recording it, I'm watching things, I'm like, oh, I could have made it a 12-second solve if I just done something a little better there. But when I actually do it and I get that good solve, I'm just like, yes, you know, and then all the rest are 14s, and I'm the same way. Like when I do it, I'm just like, yes, I'm getting very good solves for me. And then when I watch it again, as I'm recording this, even I'm watching it, I'm like, ah, oh, man, I could have been better. Anyways, guys, let's finish this video up. Alright guys, so I have been solving with the Cubicle Premium Gans Air for a few days now. I've also been solving with the new Thunderclap as well, kind of going back and forth because I'm reviewing that one as well. But this one here, I actually took on a little trip out of town and I was not driving, so I was able to solve it quite a bit. And I've done a lot of different averages, and obviously I did the filming of some solves and all that kind of stuff too. And I've come to the conclusion that this it's a very good contender for a new main. Again, like I think I'm going to stick with the Weilong GTS, and now they have that new Cubicle Labs Weilong GTS M, which has magnets in it, and I've got one of those coming at some point as well, so we'll see then. But yeah, I think between this, the Vulc 3, and the Cubicle Weilong GTS, they're all on par for anything I could use as my main. So I would easily say that this, if I didn't have, you know, my main, that this is easily something that I could use in competition and still get my times with, because I do get my times with it. It's flawless. I mean, I don't know. I've been on and off the Gans over the years, but the Gans Air is definitely the best Gans puzzle they have ever created, in my opinion. And this one here is better than the stock version. It moves a lot better. It's tensioned perfectly. The way they set it up is awesome. Anyways, guys, so if you want to pick this up, you can get it at the Cubicle. The link's at the top of the description down below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on my next video.